Hello firewood friends, Mike with K&L Firewood. Thanks for being here. If this is your first time here, it's 2024. We are a channel all about firewood. We do firewood deliveries, we do firewood bundles. We've got an Eastonmade Axis. We just, a few days ago, got an Eastonmade 24D. We get tree service wood. We have a central boiler, 6048 we heat our house with. We have a roadside stand. We've got a website. I mean, this thing has just grown over the last few years. And for the guys that have been around for the beginning, thank you so much for being here. Some of this is going to be repeat. But I wanted to talk about the 24D a little bit, and thinking about that, it got me to reflect a little bit about what's happened in the last couple years. So I didn't talk at all in my last video, so I might make up for it on this one. Let's just get that out of the way first. The 24D. I didn't talk in that video because I was kind of just at a loss for words, and I was still trying to learn the machine anyway. I didn't have a whole lot to teach you about it because I didn't know much about it myself. That 24D Eastonmade, I did not purchase. That is a demo unit from Eastonmade and Andrew Easton. They thought enough of me and our channel to make videos, and I'm still a little bit without words, and that's not like me typically. I'm very humbled that something like this would happen. I'm super thankful. Andrew Easton is top notch in my book. Long before the 24D, there were some things that happened prior to me getting even this Axis that I thought was just he was a step above the rest. If we ever meet in person, I'll be glad to tell you that story. And I've told a few guys that, but I'm not going to tell it here on camera. But he's an outstanding person, and obviously a great businessman. And again, I'm super humbled to have that machine. I'm going to run it, put it on the channel, and hopefully somebody will see it and say, hey, I want a 24D. I saw it on K&L. Or maybe they say, you know what, I don't need a 24D. I want an Ultra, or I want a 1222, or I want an Axis, or whatever. Just kind of push the brand a little bit, you know. So there's that, the 24D machine that came about to us in our channel. And this is all due to YouTube. When I first got the Axis, I'd kind of started the channel right about then. Tony from Tony's Cool Tools reached out to me because he had an Axis, and we started a friendship basically by text and email for the first few days. And then, you know, we talk. I've been up there at his place. He's been down here to ours. And it's developed into a true friendship. I consider Tony a really good friend, and he's been doing this a lot longer than I have, so he's even somewhat of a mentor. Which, you know, then he introduced me to Chris in the Woodyard, and then, you know, I've met everybody else that's part of this firewood community that I kind of fell in love with a few years ago. So it's just been great. The burning here and the wood splitting has turned into a side hustle / business. I've created a website with the help of Woods Tree Farm. It used to be Flat Creek Outdoors, but he's a YouTube channel who created our website. I've got merch. I've got K&L firewood merch, hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts. Through Bill Moon, I met through YouTube. When I initially talked to Tony, I was looking for a 400, a steel 400, and couldn't find one around here. They were like unicorns, you know, and he found one in Wisconsin, so I bought it. The guy there shipped it to us. I got an Echo saw introduced to them from Indiana Doug, who's from Indiana, who showed me how to split wood with an axe, which I had never done. He came out here one day and we had a ball. He's a chainsaw nut. He introduced me to some chainsaws that he had, and one of them I was like, I've got to have one of those. So I got an Echo 4910, sent it to his buddy, who's also a YouTuber, Charles Briscoe, who ported that thing for me, and it's an animal. So stick around to the channel. If you're new, you'll get to see that. I've, of course, met Jenin and Quentin, the 765 guys, and Aaron Milburn. He hangs out with Jenin quite a bit. I'm pretty good buddies with, at least I feel like I'm good buddies with Jacob over at King Farms and Firewood. I don't know, man. I'm just really humbled about this whole opportunity, this whole experience, and being part of this firewood community. And I hope I'm bringing you some decent content and contributing to the community. I could go on and on probably, but I'm just super appreciative of everything. Not just the 24D, but everything that's kind of led up to that. And it's all because of you guys. So thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy the content. Today, we're going to do a couple things. Well, hey, Rusty, what are you doing out here? We are going to take Jacob some of these hackberry logs. He wants some hackberry, and he's got some beech that I want. So I'm trying to cut up some beech for some smoking customers for next season. So we're going to trade that. And if you noticed, the 24D is not here. It's over his place anyway. He's been using it for a couple days. So I'm going to go over there and do some videoing, take him this hackberry, hopefully trade him out for some beech. But in the meantime, I'm going to run a lot of those rounds over there on the ground and these here through the Axis. She's full. So while I've got the grapple on the tractor over there, we're going to load the dump trailer up with some hackberry and head to Jacob's. That looks like a pretty decent load for this trailer. Let's head on out. Well, the board's on it because I'm not sure it's going to make it. I don't know. Think it's going to make it?
Find out.
You know what? So the side of the trailer, there's a boat out just a touch, so we'll put the camera over here just in case it busts. We'll get that on camera. So we're over here at Jacob's, King Farms and Firewood. Go check them out on YouTube. He's got a channel. But how many face cords?
Last year I did 420.
420. That's a bunch.
It's been down this year. It's like not quite. A little over half of what I did last year. But
So
like
we're
260-ish this year, or in 23.
yeah. So still 300-ish probably on the average over the last few years. That's still quite a bit. And what are we? 20 miles apart?
Roughly, probably.
Yeah. So we're right down the road really from each other. So when I got this, he said, yeah, bring it over. I want to use it. My work schedule, I can't get much done this week anyway. Today's my only day off. So I said, just bring it over here, let you use it. You put some hours on it. What do you think?
I like it. It's fast. I haven't found anything that won't split. For one man though, I don't think you'd ever get it to its full potential. Really, probably 3 to 4 guys is what it would take to probably run it at its full potential.
Yeah.
But it's an impressive machine. So.
I don't know that one guy can really keep up with an Ultra.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never ran one. But even my homemade splitter, I mean, it works real good with 2 guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably any wood splitter would work better with 2 people. One guy feeding it, and one guy running it. But yeah, this thing, 3 guys, I don't think could keep up with it.
Yeah. What do you think about the box wedge versus the tall 4-way?
Perfectly round wood, like say this piece here, maybe bigger. That box wedge is nice. But if you've got any knots or anything, it just kind of mangles it.
Yeah, it kind of makes sawdust out of it.
So I guess
mulch.
we was talking there one time, if you like would separate your rounds, so your perfect pieces, and then run through the box wedge, that'd be all right. But I personally, I like the 4-way best. So.
I've not run the 4-way yet, so we're going to run a little bit here while
the main
it's
thing
set
I
up.
like is you can go all the way down, or if your piece is small enough, go up. If it's real knotty, and just run the single edge, which is handy.
Yeah. Have you ever had big stuff on here yet where you've had to run
Yeah.
this all the way down and just crack it in half?
Well, I raise it up enough and do 4 ways.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Okay.
I had some red oak rounds that were probably 30-inch yesterday. Well, 4 of them filled a tote. So
4 rounds full
4
of
rounds
tote.
filled a tote.
What RPM are you running right now?
2200.
Hey, what happened? You like those size pieces on the bottom? You like those size pieces?
It's a little small, but
boiler basket.
Yeah, you ever seen that video where Andrew says there is pieces of wood that don't belong on the splitter?
Uh-huh.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
The handles are just fine.
You're about full down there. Back there.
Like how much?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably 25 to 30 ricks or face cords, whatever you want to call it.
And you just made that this year, right?
Yeah, that's all within the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
All right.
Yep.
And this is where you cut your stuff.
Yep. I cut it and then well, you can't see it because your truck's there, but I got a rock bucket, like a skeleton bucket. Come out here and pick up the chunks, the rounds, and sift the dirt out, dump them up here on the concrete, and start the process over again.
Yes, he did say concrete. Oh, that makes it nice, huh?
I mean, it's you can tell there's some blemishes in it. It is like
Well,
60.
it's
Like 60 year.
yesterday.
It is like 60-year-old concrete, but it's still pretty nice.
Yeah. Those are some firewood racks you got, right?
Yep, I made those before the totes were a thing.
But
They will hold 2 ricks or 2 face cords in each box. There should be 3 of them, and they're still full, but these first 2 are empty.
that's similar to what you watch outside in the 608.
Yeah, he's got some wooden crates.
Similar to this.
Honestly, these are too big because when they're full, you pick them up with a skid steer, you can't see nothing.
Uh-huh.
So you got to pick them up enough you can see it, and then it gets a little tippy.
I got you.
But they're handy if you're not going to move them too far. And if you got somebody that wants 2, because you dump them in there, they got 2.
Right.
So,
You don't want to dump it in there
Yeah.
and pull one out.
and the guy's like, I just wanted 1. These are all boiler totes here.
Boiler totes, yeah. Did you watch Back 40 this morning?
I did not.
He had a boiler episode.
I did see he had something on there about a boiler. I didn't watch it though.
These are Jacob's boiler grade.
This is some cherry that I left over here I found. I run some through there before I found it, but
Here's the log yard, right?
yep.
Wood yard or whatever you want to call it. Some big rounds here. Holy smokes.
Yeah, those are pretty good size.
Yes, sir. Is that oak?
Yep, red oak.
Like,
That's going to be probably boiler because there's a lot of knots.
yeah.
It might not be too bad, but yeah, it's kind of a mess out here. I'm starting to about got that row going. I've kind of been putting all these big ones over here. I'm just going to have to cut all the big ones at once one day.
So you're working on this row here?
Yep, I've been getting it from the back there.
Okay.
She's about gone.
Got a big piece of cherry there.
There's
on
another
top.
cherry, yeah,
Here
right
on the
there.
bottom.
I did find some more hickory back here. I didn't know I had too.
Oh, sweet. Ash and,
I think that's a pine. It's snuck its way in there.
oh, okay.
It'll go in the pine pile. Maple. There's some hackberry behind the
Hackberry
maple.
back there.
Yep. Another little dab of cherry there.
Uh-huh.
Some oak behind you there.
Well, that's a good load of oak.
2, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 loads. Yeah, really though, once you get to here, that hackberry there, that's pretty good. But from this on, some of this might not be so great because it's been here like 6, 7 years.
Holy smokes.
So it might be some boiler wood or just pushing a pile of burnt wood at this point. Hey, it's muddy out here.
That's some cottonwood there.
Yeah, I know. That's why
So,
I wasn't too concerned about it because a lot of this is cottonwood. There is a little maple mixed in, and then there's some, what do you call that stuff there?
I don't have any idea what that is.
Sycamore.
Oh, yeah.
So none of it's really high quality good stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why it's over here. Like I'll cut it when I get time, and it's been there 7 years.
Yeah, like you've had time.
These are giant cottonwoods. It's been here for a while.
Pine there.
There's some pine in there, yeah. I've started like multiple boiler piles, like if I needed boiler wood. And as you can see from all the totes, like those there.
Like where? Those over there?
Yeah, those over there, the two we just seen. Yeah, I never seem to need boiler wood, so I just haven't cut any. When I'm splitting, I get enough lumps and bumps that I never run out of boiler wood.
You didn't need any hackberry. You good.
Oh, you can never have too much hackberry.
Okay.
I do love hackberry.
It's a nice looking maple too.
It is, it's straight.
Yeah. And then you house all your stuff inside, yes?
Yep.
Cut stuff and either stack it or.
I've got most of it. Some of it's in the shop, and then some of it's in the cold side. But yeah, I've kind
Why
of.
is it in the shop, Jacob? Tell
Well,
everybody.
I never can keep up, like probably a lot of you, and so Dad likes to keep the shop about 72 degrees. So I've been putting wood in there, kind of like a makeshift kiln. Seems to work pretty good. Put it in there for about 3 weeks, and I had some I put in there probably 3 weeks ago, and it was around 26, 28%. And I haven't found anything under 20 a couple days ago when I was checking it. So. It works.
You haven't found anything above 20?
Or yes, above 20, I'm sorry. Yep. It was all 17, 18, 19.
Wow.
So it does work, but it does make it humid in there, and you can't get, I think I've got 9 face cords in there, or ricks, whatever you want to call it. And we can still kind of utilize half of it. So if you needed to work on something, we'd have to pull it all out. And it's not ideal, but it works.
Well, this is it, folks. This is King Farms and Firewood.
See that giant cottonwood pile there, cottonwood and pine.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you got your beech that you're getting
Yeah, that is
on the backside.
massive junk pile.
Yeah. Yeah, I need somebody that wants boiler wood. I'd hook them right up.
So we made it home with the beech from Jacob's. Gonna make some nice smoker wood, I think. I'm gonna go back and move some things around so I can get to splitting another tote maybe before the sun goes down. Just wanted to say thanks again for everybody being here. This whole community is great, and I'm so grateful and so humbled by Eastonmade and letting us demo that equipment here. And took it over to Jacob's. Of course, he's using it for another day or two. Then I'm gonna go back and get it. I miss it. I'm ready for it to come back. But it's getting some good use over there. And he said there's nothing it won't go through. So it's quite the machine. We're gonna have lots more here on our channel with it. So I appreciate y'all being here. Happy New Year. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go get busy because this stuff didn't split itself.